And how can our society be a better place if you and I will continue to live there? As regards this upcoming young one generation, I have with me, by the sheer grace of God, someone I believe is very competent to discuss this topic. Is not a strange person to us here, but she's a person of note in that area, in that field. What am I referring to? I'm referring to Citizen Lola Way. Madam, you are welcome on the program.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Like I said, Mommy is not a new person on the program, but because of paucity of time, and I want to straight go to the issue of our discussion, the topic of our discussion. The topic of the program says being the maiden edition, the first of its kind. Somebody perhaps who is just watching, we want to know more about this program and the concept and all what it entails. We said role model. So may I ask, in form of introduction and definition, actually for the first time, who is a role model or who's supposed to be a role model?
Okay. A role model is someone who inspires others, especially the younger generations, to follow a lifestyle, value system, career path, or acumen. Having a positive role model in life is a boon. It can inspire one to achieve exceptional goals. A child at the early stage of life knows nothing about lifestyle. His or her parents are the first teachers and role models for the majority of children. A role model can have both positive as well as negative impact on someone's life. People imitate their role models. Role models are people we want to be like. Role models are people we want to follow in their footsteps. And because of that, they provide a roadmap for people who are following their footsteps. And that is what makes it, having a role model, a boon. Because once you have a roadmap of how to get to your destination, getting there will not be difficult. Okay,
thank you, ma. Getting there will not be difficult. Looking at your definition, holistically, you discover that it is all encompassing. Like it goes into different area aspect of life. But one of them that caught my attention is a role model. It's someone. A role model will be someone who can be of good example to others. But when you are looking at it in our society today, you discover that what we have in society today is not that maybe the upcoming generations, they don't have a particular. Do we say we have a role model? Let me ask, what are the characteristics of someone that we call a role model that this young one will follow suit after?
Okay, I would say there are three types of role models. There's a positive role model, there's a reverse role model, and then there's the anti-role model.
Positive role model.
Reverse role model. Anti-role model.
Okay, can we look at it one by one?
Okay, when you're talking about a positive role model, a positive role model is somebody that you admire. You aspire to be like that person. The person has achieved what you want to achieve in life. The person's value system is in line with your value system. The person's lifestyle is in line with your own lifestyle. So you follow the person step by step. While a reverse role model is somebody that has achieved what you want to achieve, but his value system are not the same with yours. That's a reverse role model.
And you have
anti-role model is somebody that has not achieved what you have achieved, even though you are on the same career path.
The person has not achieved
what you have
achieved.
Despite the fact that you are on the same career path. You are looking at what are the obstacles on the way of that person that has hindered the person from achieving the set goal that you have achieved. Looking at the obstacles will guide you from failing. When you look at the 3 types of role model are important. When you look at a reverse role model, yes, this person has achieved what you want to achieve, but his value system are not the same with yours. But you need that reverse role model. Is important to you to guide you from falling into his footsteps,
from committing the same mistakes or error
yes,
the person has committed.
While the positive role model has achieved what you want to achieve, his value system are also in line with
okay, so
sorry.
Let's continue from where we talk. We are talking about the other one that is very important, that the type of role model, gives you, the person has achieved that particular thing already, but you are just trying to look at his own pitfall so that one will guide you.
That's the reverse. We are looking at his value system that is not good.
Okay.
It will keep you in check. Whereas the positive role model has everything you want. It's a perfect example of who you want to be.
In fact, that is my next question. That out of all these 3 types of role model that you have highlighted, which one is suitable, will be convenient for our youth out there to follow? And we talk about career path. I know this topic, like we said, God's willing, we will do more justice to it because it's very wide, and but we are trying to just look at the general aspect of it. So which one would you recommend?
Like I said, the positive role model. But in choosing a role model, we always make the mistake. When you hear role model, the first thing we always think about is a successful businessman, a successful footballer, a successful musician. No, there are some characteristics, there are some qualities of a good role model that you must look out for.
Okay, qualities.
A good role model must be a good human being.
In the first place.
Yes. Somebody who is kind. Somebody who is generous. That's a good
kind, generous.
Those are the qualities you look for. A good role model must be confident, must have absolute confidence in himself.
Confidence.
Yes, to be able to inspire others.
Kindness.
Then, a good role model must be passionate about what he or she does. There must be that passion, because it will also make the person that wants to be like the person to be passionate. If you are not passionate about what you are doing, definitely you can't be successful in it.
Let alone others looking up after you,
yes,
or seeing what you are doing. Okay, you have mentioned 4.
So, like I said, a good role model is not about, does not focus on the financial reward.
Okay, aspects.
Yes. Not talking about the financial status, but the character. We are seeing some of the characteristics that we must look for when we're talking about a good role model. That was why I was talking about value system, behavior, lifestyle.
Behavior, lifestyle, value system of the person you are talking about.
And that is when you start talking about, is this person a good human being? Is he kind? Is he generous? Is this person passionate about what he does?
Does this person have confidence in himself?
In his ability to deliver? Is he consistent?
In his ways of life?
Yes. Is he diligent? Is it hardworking? Integrity. It's also part of it. That the things you look out for.
Okay.
So, but unfortunately, most of the time when we talk about role model, we only think about, oh, he's a successful businessman.
Look at the
We
financial
don't
aspect.
ask about what he did to become successful in the business.
That area is another area.
Did he or she cut corners to get there? Did he or she destroy other people to get there?
Before getting to that particular level,
Is he or she helping others to climb the ladder with ease? Is he or she helpful to others? These are the things that we must look out for when we're talking about a good role model, when we want to choose a role model for ourselves. Yes, if I'm a journalist and I'm looking for a career role model
in that field,
I must look at this. The person I will choose as my career role model must have all these qualities that I have mentioned.
Okay, must have all the qualities that I have mentioned. Okay, let's look at it this way. If you from the clips that led us to this program, it's something that's one day that said, I want to de-emphasize the importance of materialism, and what is your take on this?
That was why I talk about that. Most of the time when we hear role model, our mind goes to naira and kobo. No,
without even knowing the source of
it is not about the material well-being of the role model that makes a person a good role model. A good role model, I already told you, must have those qualities, must have achieved the goals that we set out to achieve. And that is why I said the person will provide a roadmap for us to get to where we're going. That when we are stopped, we look at how did this person, how did he move? How did he get out of this corner
to where
he is
presently? Okay.
Is this person a human being? Can you call such a person a human being? Because it is not everybody that looks like a human being is truly a human being. We have some beasts in human clothing. Such people cannot be a good role model. And that is where I want to believe that we are missing it in this part of the world. What we use as a criteria for determining who a good role model is another criteria that are supposed to be used.
Okay, thank you, ma. Let's look at it this way. You've highlighted those qualities that can be found in a person that will be taken as a role model. But if you look at it this in form of word of admonition to our youth, because I want to believe the target audience of this program is everybody, but majorly the youth. What advice would you give to them, the youth? Not that we are done, but what advice would you give to them as per who they should look up to? You are giving them some points, but how would you talk to this young one? Because we have a lot of these misconceptions that has affected our value system, like we talked about, and looking at it from the genesis, and you discover that a lot of childs, maybe upbringing and things like that, have been affected, and the way they think, the way they behave, and the overall effect is coming on the society. So what is your take on this?
I say that parents have an important role to play in guiding their children to choose the right role model. They must look at who are their children associating with.
Who do they follow on social media?
On social media, in the society where they live. What is the kind of thing they are trying to do?
What kind of friends do they make?
What kind of friends do they keep? Where do they go to? Because where you go to will determine the caliber of people that you will meet and associate with. And those you associate with will determine who you will be.
Yes, Those who actually
So
understand.
parents have a role to play in deciding on who they want their children to mingle with.
But a lot of parents, come up with this I don't care. And besides, they said the economic situation of the country is not. They want to struggle and get money for these
because
children.
the emphasis, we have always placed too much emphasis on material well-being, and that's why I said that is not one of the criteria.
So you must get it right.
Who a good role model is. Like I said, a good role model must be a human being that is kind, that is generous, that is always willing to help others climb the ladder. A good role model is passionate about what he or she does. A good role model has absolute confidence.
He is awesome.
And then a good role model must be competent, must be good at what he's doing, he or she is doing. A good role model must be somebody that is outgoing. Yes, sometimes it's good to isolate, but it must be with a degree of control. You can't isolate yourself from the world. So you must reach out to members of the world. You must interact with the world. You must socialize. But who are the people you socialize with? Who are the people your role model is socializing with?
Those are those select questions that are very relevant to this. But one day I was discussing with some of these young ones, and somebody just came out with these questions, was talking in that forum, saying that, okay, you talk about this being a good person in society, looking at it from the academic field. That we have some of these people that came out from universities with good results, very brilliant and things like that, and everybody knows the way they were able to, come up with that level that they are. But at the end of the day, the society did not smile on them. Things didn't fall, but they are just on the road struggling. So, and these ones that are cut corners, but the one up there making it easy.
And that was why I said we must look at those that we see as being successful. We must ask questions about how they got to where they are.
The level of the achievement they have attained.
A good role model must be knowledgeable. So if you went to school and you paid your way
into it,
either in cash or in kind, to come out with first class, you definitely will not be knowledgeable.
So in cash
or in kind. So any student who is looking for a role model, an academic role model, should definitely not choose such a person, as that person cannot be a good role model to the student. Rather, that person will be a reverse role model. Yes, this person has achieved first class that you want to achieve, but does this person have the kind of values that is acceptable in the society? Because there's a standard.
Yes, that the society accept.
Yes.
From that word, let me cut in from that, because the time is not very much on our friendly program. Let me cut in from that the society. If you look at it, we have a lot. I've not mentioned names here, so that not becomes an advert. But it is in the public knowledge that we have a lot of organizations, big companies, corporate individuals, that encourage most of these young ones in some kind of talent show, a lot of programs they organize on social media and TV, things like that. That at the end of the day, they put a lot of money, bulk of money, in encouraging those ones that are not, if you look at it, really are not really passing, not helping these younger generations. And the generation of those ones that are the so-called faithful and serious ones, competence, like we say.
Yes, we are talking about multinationals.
Yes, because it starts from
the multinationals. They have an intention. There's something that is driving them. What is driving them? Is it good for us? We must look at what is good for us and choose that which is good for us. we must, I always say it, that we must de-emphasize
Mm-hmm.
the role of money if we must get it right in Nigeria.
In all facets of life,
Yes,
be it religious,
we must de-emphasize, we must de-emphasize.
academic,
We
career,
must focus on the person.
Mm-hmm.
The character of the person is what is important.
Mm.
So that must be the focus. And that was what I was talking about. Is the role model a human being?
In the first place, is it kind?
Yes, the role model must first of all be a human being for you to want to follow his footsteps, his or her footsteps. And there are things to that you use to measure whether the person is a human being or not.
Yeah? That's the person, because I can see my producer telling me that we don't have much time to go. But before we go finally, in form of word of admonition to our viewers, I want you to just give the word to the society generally, the role of individual, because some people believe it is not my own, the child of Mr. So. Even when they see them doing things that are not, really, and at the end of the day, the overall effect of this kind of the thing affect all of us in our society. See, and we begin to be afraid of what the future would for this country.
I always tell people that what my neighbor is doing is my business. Because what he's doing may affect me. So it is my business. And what I am doing is my neighbor's business. Because what I am doing may hinder my neighbor from being able to sleep in the night. And that is why everybody in the society must come together to guide the younger ones if we want to have a future. If you think your children are being properly raised, they are not going to live in isolation.
They live among all these other people in the society.
And they will interact one way or the other. So it is your business to ensure that everybody is doing well, is doing the right thing at the right time, the right way. And that's why we must all encourage the young ones to have goals in life. What I have realized that most of our youth do not have a goal. So how can they get to a destination when they don't have a destination?
This is serious.
It is when you have a destination that you will know whether the person you have chosen to follow has arrived there or not. How he got there.
Okay. I want to sincerely appreciate my guest on the program, the person of Citizen Lola. We appreciate you for coming, and I hope that we'll see more of you on this program. And I hope next time when we call you, you'll be honored to grant on our invitation. Our viewers, that is how it has been, because of paucity of time, on today's edition, the maiden edition of the program, Role Model, coming to you from this table of OSBC. I want to appreciate every member of my production crew, those ones that we cannot see, that together we have worked together to ensure the success of this production. Not forgetting my supervising producer, Olasukan Oyebayo, and the executive producer remain Abdulrasheed Folaranmi. Until same time, same station, to be precise, God's willing, next week, when we have another interesting topic on role model. In any edition you are watching, I am Oluwatobi Babarin saying, God bless you, very good.